Hello, friends. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. And today I am talking all about the number one way to manifest your SP and really anything else that you desire. But before I get into it, I just want to remind you that there are two ways to work with me. Both ways are listed below. I've also recently added a link to get on my newsletter where all of the new discounts and deals and new programs that are coming out, you'll be the first to know. And there are two communities right now for those of us on this amazing manifestation journey, one for the queens and then one for everyone else that is interested in manifesting miracles this year. So today I really want to get into this conversation around the number one way that we can manifest our SP. And for those of you new to the manifestation community, an SP is a specific person, your love, either new love or an ex. I want to get into it. I want to have a really heartfelt conversation with you. So I hope you're listening in because today I'm going to give you the real deal around manifesting your SP, a love, a relationship. And this honestly applies to anything that you want to manifest in this moment as well as tomorrow or the rest of 2024. So if we're going to keep it all the way 100, we can only manifest someone to love us or be there for us in the exact way that we are there for ourselves. If you haven't listened to my mirror video, The Life is a Mirror, or learning more about the miracle manifestation principle, I invite you to listen to that video. But quite simply, it's just that your outside world, what you see in front of you, the people, the environments, your money, your job, all of this is really a reflection or a mirror of who you are inside. And people are like, wait, how does that work? So I go into real depth with it in that video, but basically we know that we manifest from the inside out. We don't manifest what we want, we manifest who we are. Right? So who we are. And in the category of manifesting love, we actually, in this way, the mirror principle applies so well. We truly manifest who we are to ourselves, who we believe in our deepest hearts of ourselves to be, as well as what we believe love is. And so that's why for many of us, it's hard for us to break past our past. And many of you have tried ignoring the 3D. Many of you have tried being delusional, but yet you're still stuck in the same repetitive romantic patterns or manifesting the same type of person or ultimately ending up in the same place at the end of the relationship, feeling like either you've been lied to, abused, mistreated, disrespected, or perhaps you've even been cheated on. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, you are dissatisfied with what has happened in your relationship. And so today I want to have a heartfelt conversation about you being able to first start with this tip. So I want you to stick all the way to the end because I actually break down how you can do this. This is something that I was planning to do actually in a masterclass, so you are getting it here first. But the best thing that we can do really, and the number one thing we can do to have the best relationship or to manifest our SP is honestly to have an amazing relationship with ourselves. Sometimes we call that self-love. But if we want to take off all of the, the love terms, it's honestly becoming your own best friend. It's being able to have the real talk to yourself. It's digging in deep and going to therapy, finding out about the thoughts that we are thinking, because you wouldn't be watching this video if you could just manifest that SP so easily. I'm sure you've sat and you've watched all the other manifesting gurus tell you, just decide, just decide. I've even said it, just decide. That works for many things. The places where we don't have blocks, the places where our dominant thoughts don't overtake the way that we wish to think about it in the present, or our normal state of consciousness isn't doesn't swing the pendulum kind of to the left, meaning like more negative. When we're in a state of consciousness where things or that subject matter isn't triggering or isn't difficult or is easier to digest, or it's easier for us to get behind, that honestly means our dominant assumption isn't as negative. We don't have as much work to do to manifest. That's true. It's the same way. If our vibe, you want to think about it in law of attraction terms, if our vibe is generally good on that subject area, maybe it's good on love. Like maybe you believe, like I have for years, that, that men are like buses. They always come around. Like it's easy. Maybe you feel like that about money, or maybe it's reversed. You feel like it's really hard to get money and money has been a struggle for you, or it's really hard to have a job. So you kind of have to look at your relationship with that subject. And ultimately, if we're being real here, it's a relationship with yourself about the subject, right? It's easy to say, manifest this thing. And here are the strategies. And most of the time, those strategies work for the majority of us, or they work for the people that don't have these deeper blocks. This video today is for those of us that do have those blocks, or those of us that are manifesting the SP, manifesting the love relationships, but they come up empty, or we decide, you know what, it's still not the right relationship. So I'm asking you to go a little bit deeper today and to truly start having an amazing relationship with yourself. Start talking to yourself better. That is the first thing. So our inner conversations, the way that we talk to ourselves, our self-talk is key in being able to manifest the relationship that we want, and honestly manifest anything that we want. If we want this great, amazing, loving and supportive and nurturing and respectful relationship, but we don't treat ourselves that way, or we talk to ourselves that way, how are we going to manifest it when we're manifesting from how we feel about ourselves from within, right? So we have to truly work on our inner conversations. Simple terms, work on the way that you talk to yourself. Work on the way that you talk to yourself. You can work on that by using affirmations, by doing mirror work, which is the next thing that I really want to talk about. Doing mirror work. I know that I talked last week about the mirror principle for manifestation. The mirror work is a tactic or a tool or a strategy in order for you to, I think that it helps you uncover the places where you have difficulty showing love to yourself or speaking to yourself in a loving and kind way. And it also helps to shore you up in this relationship with yourself area. Remember, my goal for you today is for you to learn how to have an amazing relationship with yourself first. That involves the self-talk. It also involves the mirror work. So with the mirror work, you're simply going to, just like I am right now, look at yourself in the mirror. You can do this while you're shaving if you're a man, or you can do this while you are cutting your hair, or if you're a woman, you can do this while you're putting on your makeup or washing your face, whatever. The goal is to spend some time in the mirror looking yourself in the eye and start to speak back to yourself the things that you want to hear or the things that you need to hear. You might need to hear that you are loved, that you're beautiful, that you are amazing, that you're a queen, that you are smart, that you are competent, that things work out for you, that you have your back, that you're always there for you, that God loves you, that you are loved and lovable, that you are a great friend, a great lover, that you are nurturing, that you are amazing, that you are deserving of the type of relationship that you desire. Some people call that inner child work. I'm going to keep it simple and just say that we are working on 2024 on having the best relationship with ourselves, for treating ourselves first how we want to be treated. And so many of us have to uncover and replace thoughts that don't serve us and ultimately don't serve the relationship with you want. I know that you've heard, sidebar, I know you've heard that you never want to go looking for a relationship after you get out of one or when you feel bad for yourself. Why? Because you're going to attract a partner that has the problems that you are dealing with. Why is that so? Because that's what you are at that moment. Not what you are forever, but in that moment, that's not only the vibes that you're giving off, that's the way that you're thinking and feeling about yourself. So whatever you're doing, if you're feeling hurt, disgusted, disrespected, unloved, all of those things, take this video as a sign to get your relationship with yourself on track, right? A lot of times people think that manifestation is so woo-woo and so, unexplainable. It's not. It's very explainable. And that's why for those of us that have been able to manifest these things, I've manifested relationships, I've manifested money, I've manifested jobs, business, free education, the whole nine. But I realize, especially when I do postmortems, when I look in the past and be like, how did I do that so well? Or why did that come so easily? It always boils down to me, the relationship that I have with myself, the way I talk to myself, and what I believe is possible for myself. So that's it. So self-love, our self-talk, right? Relationship with ourselves. I'm looking at my notes, the mirror work, of course, using affirmations. I think that this is a great area where affirmations really, really work. Affirmations, if you don't remember, and I'll tag a couple videos, they are simply thoughts that we want to repeat to ourselves and affirm, right? Thoughts that we are affirming. And when done well, they actually replace and remove what I want to call like broken thoughts, thoughts that are not serving us, thoughts that are not helping us. You can call them limited beliefs. You can call them negative thinking. At any rate, whatever you call them, those thoughts are not serving you. So what you want to do instead is you want to really get to the root of the thought that isn't serving you. And that's why we have one-on-one coaching. I advise you to grab a session because sometimes it's really hard for us to see the thoughts that have become normalized. They are our dominant thoughts, but they're also in our blind spot. We don't realize that we're thinking about things a certain way. We might simply say to ourselves, and I hear it all the time, it's just a worry. Oh, it's no big deal, but I'm actually really worried about this. When I sit down with my clients and, talk about something, they're like, oh, well, it'll never happen in that time frame. Okay, well, basically you just cancel, clear, delete it out. Everything that you want to affirm that's going to change. So start trying to truly be honest with yourself around the thoughts that need replacing, i.e., in other words, the thoughts that you need to create affirmations to speak positively about. And the last thing that I want you to do is really get good. This is so good, I'm shaking the camera. The last thing that I want you to do is really get good about observing your thoughts. And in the manifestation community, we call that monitoring your mental diet. You really want to start developing some sort of practice, be it prayer, meditation, scripting, journaling in the morning, doing something that is allowing you to reveal yourself to you. A coach definitely helps, but being quiet, asking God or your higher self to reveal those blocks, journaling and meditation truly help you see yourself when you really desire to see it. This channel is not for the people that want surface level manifestation. It's not it. This is for the channel that for people who truly want to upgrade their mindset, reprogram their minds, heal, think through the process, and really love themselves and have a better relationships with themselves. Because from that place, from that self-love, self-concept place to being your own best friend, it's so much easier to leapfrog into the life of your dreams, the manifestations of your dreams, as well as that relationship with the SP. So it is my hope that this video has been helpful for you. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, and turn that bell on so you know when I drop the next video. And I will see you soon.